Hello, my lovely Aries. Welcome to your December 2021 reading, final reading for the year. I hope this reading finds you all well, ready to take on 2022 with gusto. Thank you for subscribing and liking and supporting my channel throughout this year. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to subscribe to my channel to be alerted to new videos that I post, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. If you like this video and you'd like to give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate your support as it gets my video out there to others and it is seen, which supports my channel, which allows me to then bring more of these videos to you. If you would like to book a private reading, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there that's going to be specific to you. This is a general reading for you, Aries. It's a reading for Aries, Sun, Rising and Moon sign. So have a listen to those as well. Also a reminder that my yearly readings are posted. If you would like to have a look at those, have a listen to those. If you would like a private yearly reading, a personalised yearly reading, that offer is available for you till the end of January 2022. So make sure you get in there and book that reading because it is a limited time only. Aries, I've been meditating on your energy as a collective. And it's going to be an interesting month, December. It's a month that sets you up for 2022. It's a laying of foundations. There's some new experiences or new things that you're going to look at, or look at things differently. What have you learned from the past? Looking at things in a different way, in a different light. There's some sort of shift through learning, through gaining of some wisdom in certain situations. It's also going to be a month where you arrive to a decision. It's like a conclusion, something you've been processing. You're arriving at some sort of decision. There's something that you don't want to carry into 2022. And that can be behaviors or way of thinking or cycles. It's going to be different for all of you, but you're deciding. It's the image, the visual that I'm being given by my guides is that you have this suitcase and it's open and you're deciding what to put in it. You're deciding what to pack to travel into 2022. What are you leaving behind? What are you going to take with you? What have you gained? What wisdom, what knowledge, what learning have you gained? Let's have a look at what I'm doing. Totem animals this month. So I want to see what is your totem for the month. Let's have a look. Can I have a card, please, for Aries? What is the totem for Aries for the month? Right, thank you. Okay, let's have a look. So it's interesting. You've got the sacred ibis. The sacred ibis. Learning. The ibis is a bird that was revered in ancient Egypt. It's a bird that is a survivor. It lives in the wild on frogs and small animals, and it sort of scavenges around, sees what it can get. It's also adapted to the urban lifestyle really well. Here in Australia, we call them bin chickens because they are scavenging. They go into the bins, they see what they can scavenge out of it. They have learned to adapt to an urban environment, an urban situation. They are survivors because they adapt from what they have learned. So there is wisdom in that. There is wisdom in learning. They have a resilience, but also the ibis is a very, very curious bird. How else can I survive? What else can I do? What's in that package? What's in that bin? What can I get that's going to sustain me? So it's about taking the energy from the ibis because it's going to open up new opportunities. This is the doorway to 2022. And this is, okay, well, I'm going to go across 2022. I'm going to it's what I was saying with this suitcase, taking with you what you've learned. Be discerning about what you're going to pack, what you're taking across. Be adaptive like the ibis, but also curious in what the future holds, in what's ahead, in what's beyond that horizon. So that is your message for the month. So I'm going to create your Celtic cross, and we'll see what is there for you for December. For December, what are you planning, my lovely Aries? What are we going to take with us? What are you going to take with you across to 2022? I sort of see it as across the border. That's the word they're giving me. That's how I'm being shown. You know, what are you going to take across in your travels? Having your curiosity sparked. Okay, so firstly, you've got the Queen of Cups. And that's an interesting one. The Queen of Cups is about intuition. It's about nurturing others as well as nurturing the self. This is where you're coming from, this place of, you know, has there been some licking of your wounds? Has there been some self-nurturing, looking after the self? This is what I'm being told here. There's been some sort of, okay, I'm going to look after myself. I'm going to repair. I'm going to be able to move forward as a whole, but it's also about nurturing others and looking after others. Are you looking after someone or others? Are you responsible for others? It's also about using your intuition. Intuitively know when it's time to move on. As we move into December for you, Aries, you've got the Death card, which is interesting because this is what it's about. It's about the completion of certain things in your life. You're having a stock take, you're doing a check. It's about the completions of things. What don't you want to bring through to 2022? What completions are there for you? It is going to, December's going to be a time of completions. And you're going to start feeling this immediately in December, because making space, leaving things behind is going to make space for new things to come in. So that's a really positive thing that's happening for you in December, time of review. It's crossed with the Hermit. There's a lot of inner reflection. There's a lot of inner thought. It's something that you're doing, you're processing, you're doing that. You're doing that on your own. Meditating, taking time out, inner reflection. And that's part of the completion process. Okay, well, I'm going to, you know, what am I going to do? People may not even, around you may not even be aware that this process is you're going through this process. It's something that you're doing. It's something that you're feeling driven to do, or who's writing. It's about writing down, you know, 2 columns. What are you releasing? What are you keeping? Or what do you want to bring into your life? So, you know, let's balance the ledger. That's December for you. It's going to lead your hope to a new start. It's going to bring in a new way of seeing things, a new attitude, a new appreciation of what you have around you, what direction you want to move in. And this can be in work, you know, this can be you leaving behind some sort of work format and starting something new, or working in a different way. Starting a new business or changing that business, making it look different. You're doing it in a different way. But it's going to be very, very fortuitous for you. It's going to bring you a lot of good fortune, a lot of what you're seeking in tranquility, in love, in peace, in finances, in, you know, health. Abundance is many things. It's going to bring a change. What you're experiencing here is going to bring a change in around you. Then you have the Knight of Wands. So, you know, once you do all of that thinking very early in December, you've got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is about moving forward, Okay, so you've decided, you've created, what are you leaving behind? What are you taking? What are you packing in your suitcase? As I see it, what are you going to take moving forward? You're going to be using your intuition. There's this sort of meditative state. Now, you don't have to sit and meditate. You can go for walks. You can just sort of drift off, sit in the sun somewhere, or sit somewhere that you enjoy, by a creek, by a river, by the beach, wherever it is for you, and just let your mind drift. That's a form of meditation. It's a form of clarifying your thoughts, getting rid of other distractions around you. And those distractions can be people, life, in a busy environment. Just remove yourself, go somewhere quiet, and reflect. But then, once you've done that, you're so ready to charge ahead. Aries, this is your sign. This is wands. This is about you finding that fire in your belly, and it's time to take action. It's time to forge forward. It's time to move ahead with your plans, with your ideas, with your the new things you want to bring into your life. What do you want? Charging ahead. There's that, okay, I'm ready to go. There's enough of this reflecting and finding out what I've learned. It's now time to take action. It's now time to move. And that's going to stand you in good stead, because there's a real magician energy that's coming in around you in December. The magician is the card of manifestation. What do you want to create? You'll be surprised how quickly change comes in for you when you decide what it is you're taking with you. What are you leaving behind, as far as attitudes, behaviors, cycles, people, situations, whatever shape that takes for you. You are then able to fill that space with what it is you want, what reality you want to create, drawing it to you. Be mindful of, and I'm hearing it, week 3, be mindful of your thought processes, your self-talk. Keep it positive so that you're bringing into you those positive things, the change that you're wanting. Don't allow, I'm sort of hearing chatter. Don't allow other people around you to bring you down. Surround yourself with people that are positive, have positive self-talk, have positive attitudes. Look at the, cup half full rather than cup half empty. A lot of people that we love dearly tend to be cup half empty, and that can start to work on your psyche as well. So be aware of that, especially in the 3rd week of December, because you are able to create what it is you're wanting to create, what reality you're wanting to create for 2022. Lay down really strong, really good foundations, my lovely Aries. You've then got the Palace of Wands. Again, it's your suit. This is you feeling safe, feeling strong, feeling secure, able to feel comfortable in your own skin. What do you want to create? What passions, what life purpose do you want? What difference do you want to bring into 2022? What are you planning? And you're going to be feeling really strong about what you're planning. I want to draw another card for you for that. Really strong in what you want to bring in. Really feeling safe. When you're in a castle, you're behind the walls, there's a moat. You're feeling strong. You're feeling strong. Page of Earth. Yeah, it's about planning the practical things in your life. And you're going to do that in the comfort of and the security of who you are. You're going to feel really strong about your self-worth, your self-identity. And you're able to plan on a practical level what you want to bring in 2022, in moving forward. What have you learned? What have you learned? Very important. Learned from the past. What are you moving to? Like the ibis, they used to be in the wild. Now a lot of them are in the urban sort of situation, and they've adapted. They are growing, they're multiplying, they're not endangered. They are survivors. They have learned to survive in any environment, and that's you learning to survive in something, in a different place, in a different space, and making it work for you. A lot of wands here. You've got the 10 of Wands. There's a completion of the difficulty. So as we go towards the end of December, working through December, you're going to realize there's a And a learning, what I'm hearing here is a learning of your life's purpose, a learning of what your passion is, a learning of what you want, what desires you want to bring into your life. And you've learned those things through adversity. You've learned those things through challenges that you've had in the past. There's that learning. And this is what I want to bring into my life. This is what I want to have more of. What have I learned? I'm not going to allow my burdens of the past to weigh me down, but rather I'm going to take that wisdom, that learning from those situations that have made me and morphed me into who I am. Because who you are today is a culmination of your past and your challenges and your resilience and what you've learned from those things and how you're going to move forward. I like that. The Two of Cups, this is soulmate connections. It can be a romantic partner. It can be a new romance that's starting, a connection with someone. It's also the card of meeting people in your life that are going to play a significant role in your life. There are new connections coming up for you. New connections that are going to come up, that are going to see you through this next, I want to say 5 years, but probably some of them even longer, but there's going to be karmic connections. Who you need will come to you. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And it's about asking for that, because there's this karma is at play here for you. Karma is at play here for you, my lovely Aries. On a romance level, if it's love that you're seeking, or on solid friendships, new friendships, people that are going to play a significant role in your life are coming up around you. And then you've got the Four of Swords. By the end of December, you're going to think, okay, breather. I need to just chill for a bit. You're taking some time out. And this, we're coming up to the festive season. And for those of you that celebrate Christmas, have a very, very Merry Christmas and a wonderful, prosperous new year. It's that time, that's that last week of December where you're thinking, okay, I need a break, I need to rest. It's a time for you to stop, to rest, to regroup, sleep in, go away for a few days, just enjoy, friends, family, whoever, however it is you celebrate that festive period. And if it's not a celebration for you, it's a time out. It's a way to just relax and recoup your energy and get it ready for 2022. Because that's going to be, January is going to be an interesting one for you. Let's have a listen to your yearly reading, see what's in store for January, because I've got those out already. Let's have a look. This is the Lantern Oracle. So what is this wisdom that you're being given, this guidance that you're being given for December? Enough. It's beautiful. You were born enough. You were born enough. You were born enough in just the way you are. And it's about working with your strengths, with your potential. Taking flight, tapping into your higher self, tapping into your guides. That's also going to help you moving forward. It's also going to help you manifest. It's interesting because I put it on top of the Magician. Unknowingly, there's a connection, that spiritual connection, that appreciation of where you're headed and what you want to do is enough, is enough. And then the divine abundance, Aries, let's have a look at the divine abundance. Oh, there it is. Let's have a look at what's been freedom. It's interesting because you've got wings. Wings are playing a theme here. They're taking flight, freedom, to be who you are. This have a look at the symbology here. Your hands are tied. And when your hands are tied, it's what causes those, what creates those ties? It's commitment, it's family, it's working, it's mortgage, it's just surviving. That binds us and doesn't allow us to take flight. And so what have you learned from that? What ties can you cut from that? I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. And it's not just resentment. I mean, I suppose, if you're having to get up early every morning to go to work and work 5-6 days a week just survive. There can be a resentment that comes up with that. It's stopping you from being who you are. It's stopping you from taking flight. So what have you learned from that? What changes can you bring in? How can you make that more comfortable for you? I get a sense of this. I just get this sense of, and I don't know who this is for. It might be for a few of you, it might be for all of you. I don't know, but I'm getting a sense of this. There's a movement. There's a movement here from moving into a smaller town or a smaller where like the standard of living isn't as expensive. There's some sort of shift. There's some sort of move because of what you've learnt from where you've been, the lessons you've learned, what you want from life. There's this reassessment. I really like that because it sets you up for 2022. So my lovely Aries, have a blessed December. Really look at what you're learning and what changes you want to bring in. If you would like to book a yearly reading, you can follow the link below to my website and book a yearly reading that's specific for you for 2022. That's a limited time offer till the end of January 2022. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can also follow the link to my website and book a private reading from there that will be specific to you. Many blessings to you, my lovely Aries.